Telling your kids that you can talk to me about anything is not really enough to protect them from child predators. We had an incident when my son was in the 6th grade where PDF files invaded a reading website that was assigned by the teacher. And when I went back and reviewed the conversation between my son and this particular PDF file, it became very clear that I didn't know at that time how insidious and how difficult it can be for a child to determine when somebody is being inappropriate with them. And they specialize in that kind of conversation where the child does not know where the lines have been blurred. Honestly, some adults don't know when the line is being blurred. I remember a case when I was working in a law firm in Marietta where these women lawyers sued a judge because he had been sexually harassing them. The culminating event was forcing them to sit on his lap while he was dressed as Santa Claus. And there were a lot of people who were like, we don't really understand how that sexual harassment, you voluntarily sat in his lap. But if you've been in law school or if you've been in a high pressure environment before, you can understand that if you're repeatedly told in certain situations that being abused is okay, being talked to a certain way is okay, and you have to just accept certain behavior, you can kind of see how it leads to people participating in activities or seeming to participate in activities that they don't really want to do or they're not okay with. We get harassment and abuse from judges all the time. It's kind of difficult if you're not a particular kind of person to know when to cut it off, and especially if you're a young woman who's already been told to ignore our natural boundaries or things that we may or may not be okay with. And that's why I had a problem with the teacher that was doing the braiding or letting the kids unbraid his hair when other people didn't see a problem with it. Because I think there's a difference between when you happen to be someone that students trust and so they come to you, versus if you're a person who's purposefully seeking relationships with teenagers.